And straight to the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry we go. That's where Northwest businessman Suliman Carrim is expected back in the hot seat for a second day. Canny Maphanga is our senior reporter, live to us now from the Brigitte Mabandla Justice College, where, Canny, things are likely to begin at any moment now. I see some of the lawyers arriving behind you. Yesterday, a considerable amount of time being spent on this connection between Suliman Carrim, Vusimuzi Matlala, Brown Bokhotsi, and Morgan Maumela.
Indeed. Good morning to you, Ayanda, and to the viewers at home. And we are essentially getting an understanding as to why the lawyers made all of those preliminary objections to including Morgan Maumela in that particular evidence, because we're starting to see interesting twists in the evidence in relation to Suliman Carrim, and that the evidence is now going far beyond the initial scope, or traditional scope, if you could put it that way, of the commission, but is also looking at possibly an alleged link of a tender fraud syndicate in that 360 million rand SAPS contract. I think Suliman Carrim has already taken to the stand to prepare for the cross-examination of his testimony or his evidence before the commission. But essentially, the interesting twist, Ayanda, that we got to was through Advocate Matthew Charleston's probing of this 360 million SAPS contract, what Suliman Carrim's interest is, and what the repayments are about. So to rationalize his actions in all this, he attributes it to an investment of 10 million, or funding, if we put it that way, that he says he put into the contract, and he was looking for his repayments back from Vusimuzi Matlala. But he can't rationalize why he made this funding in light of the fact that this individual was already seeing press articles about him, about his alleged role in the Timbiso Hospital scandal, facing allegations of fraud and corruption. And here you get Suliman Carrim, who claims he was doing legitimate business, pouring in 10 million of those funds. And when asked to provide any paperwork that would give this kind of agreement legitimacy, all he can point to is a two-pager left in his office, where he's not even sure if he still has it there. So it raises questions as to what this dynamic was truly about. And when we see how the repayments, or so-called repayments, are made, the first payment of 1.5 million rands, we are seeing through the transactions before the probe that money goes to Suliman Carrim's company, and then of course a third of that he then decides to send to Morgan Maumela. That is 500,000 rand, and he attributes it to Matlala. But that certainly raises further questions as to what the dynamics were between the trio, and whether or not this evidence is now in the realm of alleged money laundering and tender fraud. Let's take a listen to what the rest of that cross-examination will reveal to us today.